do any research because that's the fun of the reaction, but
yeah,
fill us
and
in.
that seems like a lot of hard work.
Welcome back to the Throga channel. My name is Richard.
My name is Johnny.
And we are here today to react to another song that was requested by you. The band is Pentatonix. I'm sure you've heard of them. They are amazing.
Do you know what show they were on? They won one of the shows, right? One of the
did they?
The singing contest? I thought, right?
I don't know. I mean, they've been around since, I want to say 2011. And the song we're going to do right now is called The Sound of Silence. So they're covering the song originally from Simon & Garfunkel. Paul Simon wrote it. And this particular version was produced by Pentatonix and Bram. This was released in 2019. Our expectations are high. We know what these vocalists are capable of. Yep. So I'm excited to hear what this one is about.
And just a reminder to hit the like and subscribe buttons and ring that bell so you can always know when we're releasing new content videos.
All right, here we go.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Every time.
Ooh. I've come to talk with you again, because a vision softly creeping left its seeds while I was sleeping, and the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of silence.
In restless dreams I walked alone, narrow streets of cobblestone, neath the halo of a street lamp, I turned my collar to the cold and damp, when my eyes were stabbed by the flash of a neon light that split the night and touched the sound of silence.
There's so much happening. There's parts obviously where I'm not sure, okay, who's doing what, because there's such collaborative overlapping and their timing's so tight and everything.
Yeah, I love those crunchy chords at the
yes, what's happening there actually? Because that's outside of the original song when they're doing those arrangements.
Well, yeah, because Simon & Garfunkel was only 2 parts, so so they got to try to figure out a way to get how many people? It's 4 voices.
5.
One of the guys doing the drum, the
percussion. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, one thing you can do with a cappella, you can kind of dress up the chords a little bit. So instead of just going to like a na-na-na sound, like a normal E chord, they're adding just that little sus in there. Na-na-na, and it kind of creates just a more colorful voicing,
which is really difficult to execute because this is a keyless, fretless instrument. So to be right there is so important, and I can actually show you for those who might be interested. So you said you're on E?
So it's an E chord, you know, and usually an E chord is E, G sharp, and D.
Yeah, so you got these 3 notes, and then the sus is going to be right here, right?
It's the A. It'd be the A. Sus 4.
Oh, sus 4. So yeah, so you got these put together, so that's way more interesting than just a triad.
Yeah, so that little crunch between the G sharp and the A just makes that little tension, which...
And if you are off by the slightest bit, like that's going to be a disaster.
Yeah. It's you got to be like very precise.
And in the naked light I saw 10,000 people, maybe more, people talking without speaking, people hearing
love the counter melodies,
people writing songs that voices never share, and no one dare disturb the sound of silence, of silence, of silence, of silence. So said I, you do not know.
Okay.
Silence
want me to stop it?
Yeah. No, so they just modulated from F sharp minor, and then they just modulated up a fourth, so the B minor. So really cool the way they got there. Sometimes when you have a mixture of male and female voices, a modulation is a really good tool because, not everybody sings in the same register. But when the female vocalist comes in, it's, to sort of hit her sweet spot range-wise, it helps to take the song to a new key. And that'll force you, that'll make the other guys have to bring in another flavor from their voice too. Can you let me hear that one chord again? That was awesome. Yeah. Okay.
What are they doing there?
It's just like a cluster of it's like a so it's an A chord. It's an A chord, but they're putting a second in there. So real quick, show the piano. So they're doing an A triad, A, C sharp, and E.
Yep.
Okay, but they're adding that B in there.
So it's the sus2 then.
sus2, yeah. There you go, yeah. And when it's all together, it's just crunchy and great.
I'm curious how much time they spend organizing this. I mean, they've been together for years, and so I know there's kind of an internal expectation from each other. It's like, okay, I'm going to do this, you're going to do this part. I'm sure there's a bit of a formula at play at this point.
What I would try to do, I'd try to fill in, the key ones, the obvious basic chord tones. And then if there's anything you can fit within that, with, inside of it or outside of it, just kind of give it that little color, you try to do.
They're all solid lead singers too.
Oh, bass guys up there?
I think there's two guys doing bass. So, hold on. So he started with the bass because he's got, I would say, a baritone range. He's low, access to the tenor. And this guy, sorry, I don't know everybody's names. I'm pretty sure he's taking on the bass. He's the newer member.
Okay.
Since 2017. Throw the fact checking in the comments, please. I'd love to learn more about this. We don't do any research because that's the fun of the reaction, but fill us in.
And it seems like a lot of hard work.
But we do want to know.
That's cool.
They can all sing lead and own that space, but what's actually really impressive to me is their ability to take a step back and support the singer next to them.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Technically,
it's a different thing. It's a different approach.
It's a different mindset, and it requires more skill. If you think about it, they might know the part ahead of time, not just they can hear the harmony, but they have to be in the moment. They move with the movement of the vibrato on the fly. They reshape the vowels. So it's learning to listen, active listening, and adjust the voice in the moment. Now, obviously, this is produced in the studio, they record it, etc. But I know they execute live, and it's not exactly the same every time. The rhythm might be slightly different. The reverb in the space may be different. Their in-ears might be out, and they can't hear themselves. They have to adapt constantly. And that skill set is just outstanding, which they all execute.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, it's serving the song. For as great as they are, and some of the bands, like the backing bands with these big artists, it's like they're monster players, and they have to scale it back.
They can't
show off.
It's
going to be the drummer show or the guitarist show. Especially with a cappella stuff. you know, you have to, because you're not relying on these other instruments, you know, you have to make it interesting, and like the little swells and the counter melodies. Thanks so much, guys. We hope you enjoyed this video. And as always, if you have any other artists or songs that you want us to check out, just let us know in the comments below.
Absolutely. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and check out the description below where you can go to Throga.com, get your free vocal assessment, and learn more about singing and songwriting lessons. That's it for now.
Thanks. See ya.